Executive dysfunction is like there's a train, right? And the train is completely stationary, no steam, nothing. And you wake up and you have executive dysfunction. It just happens. You're like, just sit here. Executive dysfunction happens a lot of time when there's like a time sensitive period where you would otherwise be able to fill time, like say cartoons before school, or video games, or even in the case of needing to get ready after a shower and then you just sit there just staring at a wall. Executive dysfunction. Resources for executive dysfunction. There's not much you can do because you already have the resources. In most cases, the executive dysfunction is too many tasks, no performance, no instruction. Let's talk about my experiences just recently, or even in today's sense. The My executive dysfunction was like, all right, so we've got coal here ready to put into the boiler once we get it fired up and we'll get the train going. Start shoveling coal, I realize I'm out of small pebble coal. So I want to chuck a log in, but I also don't have as many logs as I need. So I'm being wary. You see the same thing with spoons. Like you see people talking about spoons. In my case, it's a steam locomotive. And so like my sister will call me and I'm like, train's off the tracks. She's like, no, just tighten that bolt, use that log, you'll be right. And then you just keep on training, keep on trucking, keep on barreling along the tracks. Log. Yeah, so it's a big steam engine. You could be going as fast and as hard as you have ever gone in your whole entire life, and you hit that executive dysfunction, and it's like the end of the line, basically. You can build a new track after the fact, but as soon as you hit that roadblock, it's like all unload. The train is going nowhere. Your heart is the steam engine. Your brain is the speed and the control, and your feelings and stuff are the people in the carriages behind you. And the care that you take for your trek directly correlates to how much you take care of yourself. I watched a movie called 1,000 Words, and it's about a movie. It's about a movie. It's about a charlatan, basically. Eddie Murphy plays a big mouth who lies or has no value for words, and he learns the value of words through a monk. Basically, this tree just sprouts in his yard, and there's like 1,000 leaves on there, and then when the last leaf falls, he dies. It's really good to see him in that role. It's really, really good to see him in that role. Executive dysfunction is not having enough spoons, is it's putting a roadblock in for yourself, because Meltdowns are potentially inevitable unless you otherwise have things in place to stop that from happening. When things get critical, to stop them from becoming nuclear, why is it that we all, in all the American dream, it's always the nuclear family? Why did I say it like that? Nuclear family. Wow. Nuclear family. Executive dysfunction is looking at the laundry pile and sitting down and not being able to choose a show. Executive dysfunction is being hungry enough to be agitated and not being able to fix yourself something to satisfy you because nothing's done. It could be small things as well. Executive dysfunction can be not writing a letter, not emailing, not calling back. Executive dysfunction could be not answering a private number. Executive dysfunction could be not answering to your name. My channel was supposed to be a portfolio from the age of 8 on my... It was actually supposed to be a story, a series, a catalogue of life. The difference is, right, when you have people around you that don't support you, you ultimately need to find people that do, because otherwise you just end up like me, 24, poor, talking to no one on YouTube. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. Stay awesome.